I saw that. I was 8, and it was the last day in what was surely the most memorable week of my childhood. You see, the International 6 Days of Enduro had come to my home country.
We're here in Taupo, New Zealand, home for the next 6 days of over 600 of the best motocross and enduro riders in the world. They'll be pitting their formidable skills against the best terrain New Zealand has to offer. With world champions, national champions, and the best riders from the four corners of the world, it should be a fantastic show.
It was. People often say the motocross of nations is the Olympics of motorcycle racing, but it's not. This is. The ISDE has been going on longer than Dakar, WRC, F1, Le Mans, NASCAR, FIFA. Hell, it predates World War I.
Every night when you'd hear about the leaderboards in the pub or whatever, the flying Finns just dominating.
Juha Salminen, he just was so fast.
Juha and so many other legendary names were burned into my little brain that week. Even some who are no longer with us, like the late great Mika Ahola, who had dyed his hair in the team spirit, or Caselli, who despite being a junior at the time, won a couple of stages outright.
You won one of the specials outright today.
I think so.
You don't know? Factory rider.
Yeah, I just ride.
Could you run me through just like how that even began?
Basically, I just had an idea and put it to Motorcycling New Zealand, and he went to the FIM, and yeah, we got the rights to hold it. About 2000 and end of 2003, we put our hands up, and then 2004 they confirmed it, and we worked on it for a couple of years.
Sean was the driving force behind bringing the legendary competition down under for what was the first and probably only time, the biggest motorcycle race ever to come to our shores. And he's still hosting events today.
The other weekend when I rode the first round of your series, I was thinking, Jesus, it's come full circle. I'm probably riding near enough some of the same tracks those boys rode in the ISDE.
Yeah, well, in that terrain test that you rode at that first round, you started it and you went past the hill that actually stopped the event on day 5.
Oh, is that right?
He also happens to be a Team New Zealand legend.
For myself, I've ridden 4 ISDEs. I've ridden 2 in Australia, 1 in Slovakia and 1 in Greece. 98, our team consisted of Shane and Daryl King and myself, Dougie Herbert, a couple of others. Anyway, but New Zealand won a lot of gold medals that year. I think we won 7 or so gold medals. Holy, and our team did pretty well too. We got 7th or 8th. Yeah.
It is the ultimate test of a rider and their machine, in the truest sense of that phrase.
You need to know how to fix your bike. You need to know how to change your tyres. You need to know how to keep yourself together for the 6 days. And it's not just about how fast you ride. That is just part of it.
One of the most important parts of ISDE is the servicing of the machines, and it is strictly controlled. At the end of each day, the bikes proceed from the final time control to their pits. Then they have 15 minutes to service and make necessary repairs before the bikes must be in parc fermé. Lateness is met with a time penalty. The repairs are only allowed to be carried out by the rider, with no outside assistance.
And that's after a 5 to 7 hour stint in the saddle for 6 days in a row.
When I went to my first ISD, my goal was to get a gold medal. And if I went now, my goal would be to finish it.
All that and more is what our youngest team ever will have to contend with in 2025, because we're taking on the world once more with the most stereotypical New Zealand lineup it's possible to imagine. You've got Dylan Huddleston, a farmer's son who's still in high school. Thomas Easton, a farmer's son who's still in high school. Blake Affleck, a farmer's son who's just out of high school. And Jonty Richards, the elder statesman of the team, a 19-year-old builder's apprentice. Even in the junior category, which goes up to age 23, there'll be some of the youngest contestants there. None of them have overseas experience, nor have they even been overseas before. They're being thrown into the deep end at a level that's difficult to even conceive of. But through hell or high water, and perhaps a roll of number 8 wire, you'd better believe they're going to leave it all out on track. And I'll be taking you along for the ride. So stay tuned over the coming week for a behind-the-scenes look into the trials and tribulations of a small country operating on a shoestring at the other side of the globe, as we take on the world's best at the 99th International 6 Days of Enduro, Bergamo, Italy. These boys have some big footsteps to follow in, but they've been working their ass off for months now, and I reckon they're more than equal to the challenge. Forza Nueva Zelanda. Go New Zealand.